Hi and welcome everybody. So in this video, we're going to discuss on an example on how you will answer your assignment number 1 for the topic about flowcharting and algorithms. So for example, we have here an instruction: design the algorithm or the pseudocode and draw a flowchart for a program that performs the following steps. So I have outlined here the steps that you're going to create a pseudocode and a flowchart. So as we have discussed last time, this is an example of a sequential structure. Okay, so it means sequence. So the flow of the steps is step 1, step 2, step 3. So there is no other options. Okay, so this is very easy. So let's have the first step. The program should ask the user for the following: price and quantity. So we need to ask for the price and the quantity. So when we make our pseudocode, you can also refer to your course material on this particular topic, Introduction to Pseudocode and Flowcharts, for you to review on what we have discussed already in the class. So for the pseudocode, we have to start first with, start. Okay, and then the next is the program should ask the user for price and quantity. So asked means this is an input. Okay, so ask or an input from the user. So we will say input. So what we need to input or ask from the user, we need to price and quantity. So we'll have a price. So you can just separate a comma to separate your number of inputs. So you can have 2, 3, or more inputs. Okay. So the next step, compute the total sales. Compute means, so this is like a process. So remember when we discussed last time, basically a program has 3 steps: input, process, output. Okay, so that's the basic structure of any program. So compute. So okay, so for this process we can say set compute or process the total sales. Then we have to use here what we call as a variable that will save our total sales. So total. So you can say total or total sales. Total sales is equal to, so how do we compute the total sales? So we are going to multiply price multiplied by, star symbol is the symbol for the multiplication, multiplied by quantity. Then last step, output the sales. So we can say output total sales. Then we can say stop. So we have, there's 3 steps. This is the input. Then we have here the process. And we have here the output. So again, this is an example of a sequential structure, sequential programming structure. Okay, then we'll go to the flowchart. So how do you make the flowchart? So if you go back to our discussion again, so we have here the flowcharting symbols. Okay, so you have, this is the terminal, the start, and then start or stop, and then you have the input, the process, and you have the same symbol for the output. And don't forget your flow lines. Okay, so if you are using Microsoft Word, you can just go to Insert, Shapes, and then you have here the different flowchart symbols. Okay, so we'll use this one for our start. And then, so input, so the symbol for input is this one. Let's say here, input, price, comma, quantity. Okay, and then we'll have the process, insert, total sales is equal to price times quantity. Okay, then we can put our flow lines now. So remember, a flow lines is a directed arrow. So it means that there should be an arrowhead. You can just copy this one. Okay, so this is an example on how you're going to answer your assignment on this topic. And you can refer to the PowerPoint presentation uploaded also in e-learning, and also you can refer to the course material. Okay, so thank you and goodbye. Sorry, we forgot to add the output. Is we need to add first before the stop, the output step. Okay, so we can just copy this one because they're having the same symbol. Then we can say here output. So what we want to output? We want to output the total sales. Okay, now it's a good practice that while you are studying algorithms and flow charting, that if you already follow whatever you write here, whatever spelling or the case, if it's capital letter or small letter, you use the same in your when you're writing or referring to that variable in your output and in your input. So same total sales. And then we'll have the last flow. Okay, so this is now our final flow chart. So let's just check again. Start, input. This is our process, output, stop. Okay, so that's it, class. And try to check your assignments and then answer it properly. Thank you and goodbye.